Meet Julius Caesar, the most famous Roman of them all. His name became synonymous with power and glory. But how did he get to the top, and was it worth it? He was born into an old and respected family, but they weren't aristocrats. His great-great-grandfather had been a dictator, but that was 100 years before Caesar's time. By the time Caesar was born, the family had fallen on hard times. In fact, his father was so ashamed of his family's fallen status that he gave Caesar a non-Roman name, actually. But Caesar didn't care about his family's honor or restoring their status. He wanted more. He wanted power. And when he was elected to the Senate at age 25, he started to make moves. See, Caesar wasn't interested in the usual trappings of power. He didn't want a fancy chariot or gold coins minted in his likeness. He wanted real power. And he got it when he formed an alliance with two other powerful men, Pompey and Crassus. They were an elite group of three, a sort of triumvirate, which gave Caesar the opportunity to gain even more power. He made himself governor of a province and raised an army. Now, Rome wasn't supposed to have armies within its borders. This was a way for generals to get famous outside of Italy, so Caesar took his army across the sea and conquered Gaul. He wrote about it in these famous books, which are still read today, by the way. When he returned to Rome, he was a hero. Everyone wanted to be his friend, including the very people who had opposed him, like this guy Cato, who was so disgusted by Caesar's alliance with Crassus that he killed himself. In 60 BC, Caesar's popularity was at an all-time high, but it didn't last. See, after conquering Gaul, Caesar had broken the law by raising an army, and now he was being investigated by the Senate. In 59 BC, Caesar's term as governor ended and he went back to Rome to take up his new position as consul. But before he could take office, he was declared a public enemy by the Senate, and his name was put up on a list. It was basically a hit list. Caesar was forced to flee Rome and raise an army again. He marched on the city and took it, crossed the Rubicon River, which was forbidden to armies. And when he got to Rome, he took over. He had defeated the Senate. Finally, Caesar could do whatever he wanted. He appointed his friends to influential positions, like making Pompey his subordinate. But even though Caesar had all the power, he didn't have anyone to share it with. See, Pompey was ambitious, and he wanted to be a dictator too. So he formed an alliance with the Senate and launched a campaign against Caesar. It was the end of the Republic and the beginning of Caesar's empire. This is the story of Julius Caesar, told by me. If you want to hear more stories like this, stay tuned.